Hi, Shannon O'Flaherty here. Your repeating patterns, the things that you're stuck in, the behavior that you keep exhibiting time and time again, the way that you respond every time somebody says that one little irksome thing, the way that you might disappear or isolate yourself, or the way that you put on a mask and laugh extra big in public to cover up what you might really be feeling. These are all repeating patterns. And guess what? They're all a part of your comfort zone. Yeah, comfort zone. Comfort that even though it might not be good for us and we really don't feel comfortable in that moment, the pattern that we're attached to is our default programming that we've created in order to survive with our childhood perception without having the whole story. And so those patterns become what we then get attached to. And so when you're trying to change your patterns or your behaviors or the words associated with the way that you respond, it can be a kind of a grieving process when you're breaking your patterns because your behavior is still there left. Like, well, what do I do with this behavior? Where am I going to project this behavior now? What am I going to put this thought and feeling onto where I would have put it on to this kind of situation or this reaction over here? So when your default programs change, you've got to look at the entire body, the holistic body, because one part of ourselves doesn't just change in that one segment. If you go on a massive diet and detox, your cells are changing from the inside out, and your body is going to be different and start responding differently to different foods and different toxicities and other things that are coming into it. But then when your body starts to get cleaned out, so do your emotions, and so does your spiritual realm too. You can feel like you're sitting in a magical bubble when your body gets cleaned because your mind is getting cleaned too. So everything connects. So if you're going through a particular growing evolutionary process right now and you feel that everything around you is changing, it might feel a bit chaotic for the moment. That's okay. That's okay. It's because not just your behaviors, but your perceptions around them and what you latched onto them with is what is making you feel a bit wobbly, right? So it's like if we've had somebody that we've always projected our anger at, and then that person isn't there anymore, it's like, well, what do I do with all of that anger? Who do I project this at? Or if you have, yeah, I remember recently I was sick. I had that coughing virus. And the first thing that happens whenever I'm sick with anything is I go off of coffee. I don't like it. And I love coffee. I'm not addicted to it, but when I'm sick, I don't like coffee at all. So I went off of coffee and I stayed off of coffee, but then I was also doing this big detox. And then I kept thinking, like, well, come on, I love my coffee. I love to have my morning cup of coffee. That's something really good for me. But by then I'd been cleaning out my body so much that when I tried to go back on coffee, I didn't like it. My body didn't receive it. So I had another couple of weeks off without coffee, even though in my mind, I wake up and I think, well, it's coffee time. I want my coffee. But that wasn't coming. It wasn't satisfying to me. So I had to find what to do with this feeling of wanting something first thing in the morning when coffee wasn't just doing it. I mean, that's a very superficial example, but I had to find another way to feel the satisfaction. And it's the same thing when we're changing our behavior. So if you're changing your behavior around things, if you're changing deep thoughts or reframing your whole childhood, your whole life, be prepared for it feeling like the rug might be pulled out from underneath you, but everything does settle afterwards. And you have a much brighter perspective because you've gotten rid of all of these huge roadblocks in the way. If you'd like help with your journey and your path, please book a call with me. I love to help people. And if you really are on a spiritual journey of self-development, it's so important to have a mentor or a coach or therapist to help you along with it. And as you all know by now, I would hope, I work with energy so I can help you balance your energy, because so many of our energies get stuck and we're trying to move forward when we're over here out of alignment. We're not going to move forward from being out of alignment. You got to get in alignment first so that you can then move forward. So, however I can help you, I'm here at your service, and I'd love to speak with you and help you on your own spiritual developmental journey. And just be gentle with yourself for now. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.